The first 2 episodes of Daredevil Born Again is now streaming on Disney+, so here's my review of episodes 1 and 2 of Daredevil Born Again. After nearly 7 years of waiting, the Devil of Hell's Kitchen is finally back, and so much has happened since Daredevil last had his own show. For instance, public opinion on Marvel movies and TV shows are currently still a little mixed. When Daredevil originally aired, people were all about the MCU. Nowadays, the MCU is in a position where they have to work and put in a little more effort to get their audience's trust. So, how did they do with Daredevil Born Again? Well, having seen the first 2 episodes, I must say, I think we might be on our way back. Because the first 2 episodes of this show were crazy good. This felt like a return to form. This is set in a darker corner of the MCU, so naturally it's a lot more gritty and violent. It is so refreshing not to have someone quipping every 5 seconds in an MCU project. I'd say it's about 95% like the original show, not quite at its level yet. But that's because this show does a few things differently than the original series, which we'll get to later. But other than that, the first 2 episodes does a really good job of bringing you back into the world of Daredevil. Another thing I really liked was how they visually represented Daredevil's powers. They do a lot of really cool sound mixing and camera tricks to help portray or visualize Matt Murdock's powers, and I thought that was really cool. One of the hallmarks of the original series was great action sequences, and boy does the first 2 episodes of Daredevil Born Again have great action sequences. There's an awesome one-shot fight sequence in the opening of episode 1, and it was a thing of beauty. The first 8 to 16 minutes of the first episode alone was already so great. So much happened and it was quite emotionally heavy. Let's just say it felt like a shot to the heart. Easily the best part of the first 2 episodes were the interactions between Matt and Wilson Fisk. Charlie Cox and Vincent D'Onofrio haven't missed a beat, and these 2 still got it. The show explores themes of violence and asks its audience to ponder if someone who's violent by nature can change and become something more than who they are. Can Matt be a hero without succumbing to his violent tendencies and giving in to darkness? Can Wilson Fisk truly become a public servant, a mayor, without having to do things dirty? These are all great themes that the show establishes early on in these first 2 episodes, and I can't wait to see this show explore them some more. Now, like I said, this show ain't quite at the level of the original series yet, so let's talk about the cons of the first 2 episodes. For one, there's very noticeable CGI. I get that they're trying to get Daredevil to move much more like how he does in the comic books, but the use of a CGI double took me out a bit because it looked very rubbery and it reminded me of a certain someone from a faraway universe called 2003. I think they should have stuck to doing practical parkour scenes like from the original show. They also use CGI for backgrounds and it's pretty noticeable. If you've ever seen those Batman fan films from Bat in the Sun on YouTube, it kinda has that feel. No disrespect to Bat in the Sun, but I'm just saying, $1 billion studio with all the resources in the world can probably make something better than a fan film. We also meet new characters in the show, which I think is fine, but I do feel that because we're introducing new characters, some of the OG characters from the original show have kinda been sidelined. We are just 2 episodes in, and I hope that's not the case. I hope there's more of the original characters. But other than that, I'm excited to see what the rest of the show has in store. Daredevil's back, and I hope the rest of the MCU follows suit.